Maybe you've been researching about moving to Myrtle Beach and you keep seeing the Conway area pop up. Well, where is it? What do they have to offer? Today, we're going to go on a tour of downtown Conway. That way you can familiarize yourself with the area as well. Hey everybody and welcome. My name's Olivia Laskowski. I'm a local realtor here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina with Remax Southern Shores. On my channel here, I talk about real estate in Myrtle Beach. We check out different communities and areas and sometimes check out new listings on the market. So if this is something that might be of interest to you, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe. That way you can always see the fresh new content from me. Grand Strand area. Of course, you've got the beach down here on the right. And then we've got Conway over here, which is what we're going to be focusing on. And you're probably about 20-30 minutes to the airport, just really kind of depending on how traffic is. So if you've ever come into Myrtle Beach, I'm sure you've taken 501 in, which is this main road. It can get a little trafficy in the middle of summer, just with a huge influx of people in the area. So specifically, we're going to be in downtown Conway today, kind of focusing on these areas. Of course, we've got the Waccamaw River over here, which is a really popular area to hang out. And then we've got Main Street, which is where we're going to come in at on our driving tour. And we're also going to focus on 3rd Avenue here. Lots of different restaurants, things to do, just a really cute southern town. It's got its own little charm to it. So Conway is home to Coastal Carolina University. If you've not heard of them, they're a Sunbelt Conference school here in Conway. So zooming in, we've got, of course, their teal football field. It is turf. Their colors are teal and bronze, and they're home to the Chanticleers. If you're in the area visiting, I highly recommend checking out a football or a baseball game. And then over here we have Springbrook Stadium, which is their baseball field, and they actually won the College World Series back in 2016. So you'll see the different teal in downtown Conway, and that's what it represents there. So making our way back over here, we're going to go ahead and get started by driving over the bridge here, where 501 splits to go into downtown Conway. This is going to be entering downtown Conway off the 501 split. This is the bridge over the Waccamaw River, and it flows right into Main Street in downtown Conway. It's just really nice that you start out really high so you can kind of get an overview glimpse of the city. Lots of historic buildings in the area, and it's just a really cute little coastal charm city. I highly recommend visiting if you can. Always lots to do, something typically going on in one of the parks in the areas, or holidays are always fun in the area as well. So you'll notice as you drive in, the streets are lined with trees, and they love celebrating the holidays here. Halloween is their favorite time, so they changed the city name to Halloween, South Carolina. And then they hang all the pumpkins in all the trees as you drive through Main Street. And they love to decorate throughout town. So they do lots of skeletons, some different pumpkin patches in the area just throughout. And even for Valentine's Day, they recently did these big graphics like Be Mine and the little heart-shaped candies throughout town as well. So definitely something really kind of cute and romantic going on in Conway during the holidays. So this is going to be the drive down through here to Main Street. There's the Trestle Cafe, which is a really great eatery. And then on the end here, we've got Kingston Park, which is a nice little place to dine if you have like an afternoon to take a lunch to go. Beautiful murals also painted throughout the city as well. So lots of little green space throughout. Some additional murals here. This is going to be right before you get to City Hall as you're coming in over the bridge that welcomes you into Conway. And then there is also the famous Franklin G. Burroughs, which was part of the steamers owned by the Burroughs family, which is across from City Hall here in the downtown. As we make our way, we've got the theater here, which has different local plays that go on. And then up ahead, we've got the bakery part of the Trestle Cafe. And then, of course, there is the Teal Nation store as well. So if you want to get any sort of coastal gear, that would definitely be the spot to check out for that. But really beautiful. They got the lights wrapped around the trees, so it's really nice at night. And then now we're going to head down towards the Riverwalk area. Very iconic water tower that you'll see driving over the bridge. And then here we're passing over 3rd Avenue, which does have a lot of restaurants and shops on there as well. So up ahead you do have the Conway Visitor Center. So if you need any additional information, you can always stop in there. They have a little lawn area outside as well. So some months they put on different movie nights. So you can always bring a blanket, go hang out, watch the movie. And then behind there is the Peanut Warehouse, which is an event venue. So they host different weddings or different large corporate events, and it's a rentable space for anybody. And then we're going to loop around here. This is going to be a lot of parking in this area. So if you wanted to get to any of the different shops, there's a large parking lot over here on the right. And then we've got the famous Riverwalk sign to get over to the Waccamaw River. We got Shanti's Pizza here on the left if you want to grab a quick bite before. And then going in this way, you're going to enter in by the marina. So they got some boat storage here. They also have different boat launches too if you want to launch your boat into the Waccamaw. And then there is the Cypress Inn, which is one of the only bed and breakfast in the area. So it's nice and historic if you wanted to reserve a room there. The Riverwalk extends all the way past the Cypress Inn. You'll get to the Riverfront Park area. Lots of benches throughout, so you can always sit and relax. There is also fishing available off the Riverwalk if that's what you want. Just make sure you have your fishing license. And it's also covered in these moss-covered trees, which just help provide some shade during the warm, hot summer days. And then the other far end of the Riverwalk, you're going to find Bonfire, which is a smoking taqueria. So they've got different barbecue, little kind of like Tex-Mex, and it sits right here so you can dine while looking over the river. So definitely a nice place to check out. And then in the distance there, you'll see the bridge. That's the main bridge we came in on. And during the warmer season, they do have a market that goes on every Saturday underneath it. Here we're going to cruise down 3rd Avenue. Of course, our RE/MAX office has a location in downtown Conway. You can always stop in. Of course, different murals still painted throughout the walls, which is pretty awesome. Here we've got lots of different locally owned shops and some boutiques. So if you're looking to find something not at a mall, there's like the Mustard Seed Boutique, which I'd recommend, and also different eateries throughout. So on the left side, there is going to be Whitaker's, which is kind of like a sushi place. Every now and then they run some weeknight specials. And then on the right is Hop N Wich, which is a pretty little cool hangout spot. That's also owned by the Grumpy Monk and the Sneaky Beagle, so it's kind of popular in the area for locals and visitors. And then down in the distance, we have Rivertown Bistro, which is a nice date night. You can even sit up top in their enclosed patio. And then one of my favorites, Grouch's Deli, just for a nice lunch. Lots to check out here in downtown Conway. There is also a plethora of housing in the Conway area that ranges in the 200s all the way up into the millions, just depending on house size, the size of the lot. You can also get a little bit more land for your money out here. So if you're looking for a non-HOA, Conway might be a really good fit for you. And then you can always come to the short drive to the downtown to check out these different areas that we have to offer. Thanks for tuning in, y'all, as we checked out the downtown Conway area. I hope y'all liked it as much as I did. There is just so much to explore, so I highly recommend if you're taking a trip to the area, Be sure to block off a day just to spend walking around and really checking out the shops and restaurants. If you have any questions about Conway or the Myrtle Beach real estate market, do feel free to reach out. There is a link below in the description. That way you can click on it to schedule a call with me. And if you found this video useful, I would really appreciate if you could give it a thumbs up. That would really mean the world to me. And I just want to say thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you again next week in our next video. See ya!